Good evening and welcome to MTV's news update for today, January 11, 2022. I'm Sandy Ramotar. First, our top headlines. Close to 19,000 receive COVID-19 booster shots. All Harbour Bridge likely to be repurposed. Whole scholarship application process to open next week. And in sport, GFF takes full responsibility for COVID risk at futsal finals. Now for news and details. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony said there has been an uptake in the administration of the COVID-19 booster shots as more fully vaccinated persons are coming to take the shot. More in this report. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony is urging persons to visit any of the vaccination sites across the country to receive their booster or third dose, as it has been proven effective in protecting persons against the deadly disease. The rollout of the booster shot commenced in December last year. Some 18,192 persons have received a booster dose of a COVID vaccine.
It is recommended that you get your primary series, which is dose 1 and dose 2, and then you do a booster shot. That booster shot, there are two things that we're doing there. One, we are offering that booster shot now at 5 months so that before the immunity starts dropping, that we are able to give people the booster dose at that appropriate time so that immunity remains fairly constant and fairly high. And that's why we have moved from 6 months to now doing it at 5 months.
For persons who took the Sputnik V vaccine, a booster shot of the Johnson & Johnson or Pfizer vaccine is recommended 5 months after the second dose. Those who took the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, a booster shot of the same vaccine is recommended 2 months after the dose. It is recommended that persons who have been immunized using the AstraZeneca vaccine to take a booster shot of the Pfizer vaccine 5 months after receiving their second shot. Those who took the Sinopharm vaccine could take the same vaccine as their booster shot 5 months after the second jab. Persons 18 years and older are eligible to receive the COVID vaccine booster shot. Parts from the current Demerara Harbour Bridge will most likely be repurposed and used to connect other communities across the country. According to Minister of Public Works Juan Edgell, the bridge will not be an all-iron pushed in the corner, but will be utilized for the development of the country. Here's Rihanna Griffith.
Minister of Public Works Juan Edgell, in response to a question about the existing Demerara Harbour Bridge, explained that it will most likely be used to connect other communities. He noted that his ministry has been identifying several ways on which the old bridge can be repurposed.
It could be used at the Kokwani crossing. It could be used in several parts of the hinterland. Maybe some of it could be used at Kurupukari, but we are looking at more permanent infrastructure for the Linden to Letem Road. So we might be looking at a more permanent concrete structure across the Kurupukari. But maybe it could link Legwan and Wakenham. Those are some of the other discussions that are being made. But I can tell you, it wouldn't be all iron pushed in a corner. It wouldn't be. It will be properly used for the development of Guyana.
Meanwhile, on the topic of the contract for the new crossing, Minister Edgell says documents are expected to be inked soon.
And at this stage, a specially appointed team is concluding the negotiations and all the administrative details to prepare for the signing of the contract for the new Demerara Harbour Bridge. Between the week before Christmas and today, 6 such meetings were held, and the sun is getting ready to shine brightly because we should have a final contract agreed on in the very shortest possible time.
Despite this, the ministry is still continuing to expend funds for the rehabilitation of the current bridge. Only recently, some $1.2 billion was spent to repair at least 2 line spans. Reporter for MTV's News Update, Rihanna Griffith.
You're watching MTV's News Update. More news on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Modern Optical Service has made it even better by introducing its budgeted spectacle line, starting as low as $10,000 for single vision lens and $12,000 for bifocal lens, available in tinted or clear, complete spectacles at affordable prices. So hurry down to our main office at 316 Middle Street or Lot 14 Diamond Public Road opposite Demerara Bank. Enjoy over 60 years of eye care experience at affordable prices. Modern Optical Service, your eye care professionals.
Are you building or renovating your home? Then come to Beeson for a wide range of aluminum and UPVC windows and doors. Get from single hung sash, awning, casement, sliding windows, plus sliding and swinging doors. All our products can be customized and fitted with insect screens and are sealed tight to withstand harsh weather conditions. At Beeson's, we also carry commercial, glass and French doors, showcases, aluminum louvers, curtain walls, aluminum rails, plus sliding and frameless shower doors. So look no further. Visit our showroom today at Lot 1228 Eccles Industrial Site or call 622-4197 or 623-4197. Beeson Windows and Doors, built with pride in Guyana by Guyanese.
This is MTV's News Update. Welcome back. As positive COVID cases continue to surge, Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony said fixed vaccination sites will be placed in all the administrative regions to allow access for persons to become vaccinated. Here are the details. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony is urging all persons who are eligible to take this opportunity to be vaccinated against the deadly COVID-19 disease. He said fixed vaccination sites and mobile teams are available countrywide to administer the first and second doses, as well as the booster shot of the COVID-19 vaccine.
This year, because we'll have to be giving vaccine for a long period, and there's still a lot of people who have not come forward to get their vaccines. So we have taken a decision where we're going to have fixed sites in all the regions so people know these sites are there. They can come anytime and get their vaccines there.
Since the rollout of the country's COVID-19 vaccination campaign earlier last year, the AstraZeneca, Sinopharm, Sputnik V, Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer vaccines have been administered to persons 18 years and older. The Pfizer vaccine has been administered to children ages 12 to 17. Eligible persons are required to provide a valid form of identification when visiting the vaccination sites. President of the Guyana's Teachers Union, Mark Light, said the data presented by the Ministry of Education on the number of present teachers on isolation day is ridiculous. According to Mr. Light, the ministry presented the data in a deceptive way to show the isolation day had no impact. Rihanna Griffith has details.
The Guyana Teachers Union on Monday, January 10th, urged teachers to participate in an isolation day in light of the spike in COVID-19 cases, especially those among teachers and students. However, the Ministry of Education on the close of school day on Monday said that data gathered from 84% of schools reflect that 74% of teachers showed up for face-to-face classes despite calls from the Guyana Teachers Union for isolation day. However, President of GTU Mark Light in an invited comment says the data the union has gathered shows otherwise. Light says a large number of teachers stood in solidarity with the union.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous. It's a very deceptive way of presenting the fact that the action had no impact, but it did. Our data indicates approximately 60% of just about 60.7% of the teaching population, which includes members and non-members of financial. When I say members, those who are financial are considered members. So I'm talking about the entire 10,560 teachers that we seem to have in the system. About 60% of them stood in solidarity with the call from the youth.
Light further went on to say while the ministry made several posts on their social media page to show a number of schools operating fully, that was not the case.
Typical example, the school to which I am attached, it was reported that the school had a full complement of teachers. Now, the staff has 42. We have 42 members of staff, teaching staff. So we're not talking, and the school was open, of course. They had children, but we hadn't a complement of teachers to carry out the mandate for the day.
Meanwhile, the union president says it remains committed to the decision to suspend face-to-face classes. The Education Ministry announced the reopening of schools last year on a face-to-face and rotational basis where required. However, many concerns have been raised on social media on its decision as COVID-19 cases continues to surge. Guyana has recorded over 1,500 COVID-19 positive cases for the year. Reporter for MTV's News Update, Rihanna Griffith.
The $2.5 billion ferry that will ply the Barimo-Waini Region 1 to Georgetown route is expected to be in Guyana at the end of the year. The vessel, which is being funded by the Government of India, is being constructed by Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited. Public Works Minister Juan Edgel said the current setup of the stellings will not suit the design for the new ferry, hence the facilities are being redesigned to accommodate it. Funding for the ferry was sourced through a $3.6 billion line of grant and credit from the Government of India. When the contract was signed in January 2021, Minister Edgel had disclosed that the funds were available since 2015, but no contract was awarded. Construction of the new vessel will replace the aged MV Kimbia. Still ahead, Gold Scholarship application process to open next week and contracted to build the Quarantine River Bridge to be selected soon.
You can be a millionaire by only spending $100 on a Daily Million ticket. Simply pick any 5 numbers from 1 to 26, or you can buy a quick pick for your chance to win the Daily Millions. Purchase your tickets daily, Monday through Saturday, to get a chance to win $1 million every day. So, feeling lucky? Then buy a Daily Millions ticket today. Remember, a ticket today could make you rich today.
Are you running around looking for construction materials? Well, run down to Lens for affordable, high-quality building supplies. We have the widest range of grade A floor and wall tiles in any shape, size, and designs. And all types of ceramics, porcelain glazed, and full-body porcelain. We stock the largest collection of large format tiles. Check out our porcelain slabs as big as 10 feet by 4.5 feet. Add a bit of elegance with our large range of decorative molding. Our line of PPG paints will give you vibrant colors that won't fade. With our wall and ceiling gypsum system, it's light, durable, and fast. So come down to Lens at 136 Cherry Street, which is next to Buddy's and Pizza Hut, for that 31 years of Lens quality.
It happens. Your septic tank is full. All the waste from your toilet goes into your septic tank through the sewage line. When your tank is full, the 2 most common indicators are an overflowing tank and an overflowing toilet. It is recommended that Sevon's Waste Management empty your septic tank every 2 to 3 years to avoid any embarrassment. And before you can say, shh, it's gone. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455 or 218-1156.
You're tuned to MTV's News Update. The Public Service Ministry, through the Guyana Online Academy of Learning, will next week open its scholarship application process, which seeks to offer Guyanese an opportunity to advance their education through online and distance learning mode. Here is more.
The Guyana Online Academy of Learning will again this year be offering 10,000 scholarships to eligible Guyanese. This is in keeping with the PPPC's manifesto promise to hand out 50,000 scholarships. The government this year collaborated with University of the West Indies Open Campus, University of Southern Caribbean, and Structurelia Universidad Internacional Isabel Land and Jane, where Guyanese would be able to access a number of academic programs free of cost. The application process will be open next week and forms can be accessed on the GOAL website. Persons 18 years and older are eligible to apply. Some 6,000 scholarships were awarded last year. The GOAL Scholarship Program was conceptualized by President Dr. Irfan Ali as part of his commitment to invest in human development through academic advancement. Reporter for MTV's News Update, Rihanna Griffith.
Minister of Public Works One Edgel said construction of the Quarantine River Bridge, which will link Guyana and Suriname, will commence soon. Representatives from the two countries will be meeting this week to select a bidder for the massive project. The bridge will be constructed using a design-build finance model through a private partnership arrangement with incentives given by both governments to the preferred bidder. The proposed site for the bridge has already been selected and preparatory works have begun. We now take a look at tips for healthy living, brought to you with the kind compliments of Natura's high and low milk powder, distributed by Diabetes Variety.
What does Natura High and Low Milk Powder have? It is fortified with the extra goodness of vitamins A, C, D, E, and K. It is high in calcium, protein, and enriched with folic acid, all of which help to strengthen your immune system. What it doesn't have is fat and cholesterol. Natura High and Low. Healthy can taste good. Available at all leading supermarkets and groceries nationwide. Natura High and Low Milk Powder is not for infants 1 year and under.
Asthma is a long-term non-communicable disease that affects the airways, resulting in difficulty breathing. It is the most common chronic disease among children. If you are diagnosed with asthma, you have it all the time but will mainly feel the symptoms when exposed to things that trigger an asthma attack. According to the World Health Organization, asthma causes the inner walls of the airways, or the bronchial tubes, to become narrowed due to swelling and inflammation. A person with asthma may experience tightness in the chest, wheezing, breathlessness, coughing, and increased mucus production. These symptoms are amplified during an asthma attack and may range from mild to life-threatening. In some cases, swelling in the airways can prevent oxygen from reaching the lungs. This means that oxygen cannot enter the bloodstream or reach vital organs. When symptoms are severe, persons with asthma need to seek urgent medical attention. The most common triggers for asthma attacks are tobacco smoke, dust mites, outdoor air pollution, cockroach allergen, pets, mold, smoke from burning wood or grass, and infections like flus, but these vary from person to person. Childhood asthma may develop at any age but mainly affects children under the age of 14 and may improve as the child reaches adulthood. Adult onset asthma develops symptoms later in life and is more likely to display persistent symptoms. Occupational asthma results from exposure to an allergen or irritant present in the workplace. A person's work environment can trigger a return of childhood asthma or the start of adult-onset asthma. Difficult to control or severe asthma is non-responsive to typical treatment, even in high doses. Seasonal asthma occurs in response to allergens that are only in the surrounding environment at certain times of the year. While genetic, environmental, and occupational factors have been linked to the disease, events in early life affect the developing lungs and can increase the risk of asthma. These include low birth weight, prematurity, exposure to tobacco smoke, and other sources of air pollution, as well as viral respiratory infections. Exposure to a range of environmental allergens and irritants are also thought to increase the risk of asthma. Atopy, the genetic tendency to develop an allergic disease, can play a big part in developing allergic asthma. Doctors can prescribe suitable treatment and ways of managing asthma, but there is no cure. Everyone with asthma does not take the same medicine. Medication comes in the form of quick relief and long-term control. Quick relief medicine controls symptoms of an asthma attack. Long-term control medicines help you have fewer and milder attacks, but they don't help you while you are having an asthma attack. Persons with undertreated asthma can suffer sleep disturbance, tiredness during the day, and poor concentration. Persons with asthma can learn to manage their symptoms over time and avoid triggers. After this, they will have little to no wheezing or coughing, be able to take part in all physical activities, and get better sleep.
What does Natura high and low milk powder have? It is fortified with the extra goodness of vitamins A, C, D, E, and K. It is high in calcium, protein, and enriched with folic acid, all of which help to strengthen your immune system. What it doesn't have is fat and cholesterol. Natura, high and low, healthy, can taste good. Available at all leading supermarkets and groceries nationwide. Natura high and low milk powder is not for infants 1 year and under.
The ISU and MTV's Sport Update comes up after the break with Jessica Calendar. Stay tuned.
Everyone is now using Softex toilet tissue, available in leading supermarkets countrywide. Softex is always silky smooth because it's made from virgin pulp and babies love it. Softex comes available in single rolls, economy pack, 6-pack, and 1 dozen packages. Just perfect for any budget. Manufactured and distributed by BPAT's Paper Manufacturing, Eccles Industrial Site. For more information, telephone 622-4197.
What is fiber? Think exceptional. GTT Fiber is an advanced high-speed internet product that delivers broadband via fiber optic cables with download speeds of up to 150 megabits per second. It means your internet is faster, and GTT Fiber comes with the added coverage of our Plume HomePass Wi-Fi system. Plume extends your Wi-Fi signal to ensure that you have the best experience in every corner of your home with Wi-Fi everywhere. Upgrade to GTT Fiber today and don't get left behind tomorrow.
FiberTech materials are used in a multitude of ways, from repairing and fabrication of auto body, fishing and household items. We have available various fiberglass mattings, resin, mold releases, brushes and rollers for all of your repair needs. We offer technical advice and free training to ensure you get the job done. For further information, call us at 220-6907 or 220-9192.
Win big with Ultra Lubricants. Win a Toto backpack every week. To enter, purchase any Ultra Lubricants. Send us a picture of your receipt via WhatsApp to 604-5810. Winners will be randomly chosen weekly. Promotion ends February 28, 2022. ISG, the best opportunity to make the right choice.
The Guyana Football Federation has taken full responsibility for the large crowd of people that was present at the futsal finals, which was held last Saturday at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall.
The futsal finals took place on Saturday, January 8 between Spartabas and Ben Street at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall, where Spartabas took home the championship trophy. While it remains unclear what crowd capacity had been stipulated for the event, the Guyana Football Federation has confirmed that the venue was over capacity. Furthermore, videos circulating on social media from the sporting event showed no social distancing and many persons were seen without a mask. The Guyana Football Federation has since launched an internal investigation to ascertain what caused the overcapacity crowd on the day of the event. This is according to Wayne Ford, president of the Guyana Football Federation.
Despite the obvious difficulty in controlling such a large, unexpected number of people in a small space, it was clearly wrong and acceptable that an overcapacity crowd was allowed to enter into the building. This created a non-necessary hazard to public health and runs against everything we stand for at the GFF.
The match was part of the Federation's end-of-year football bonanza, which featured an unprecedented 3 major tournaments running concurrently. The GFF has assured that all COVID protocols were followed for the other matches which took place over the December to January period.
Sport must be allowed to continue as long as the conditions allows it. In football in particular, Guyana must not be left behind if we are to continue to catch up with our regional rivals after so many decades of poor investment and slow development. However, this cannot come at the expense of the public health.
He added that around the world, sport has been returning despite the pandemic, with occasional incidents occurring in even the most well-resourced events. Ford referenced the Euro 2020 finals at Wembley in the UK, which notably saw supporters breaking into the stadium. The Federation plans to move forward with a busy calendar of events for the upcoming year to be announced soon, while learning lessons from recent events and prioritizing safety.
The Berbice Cricket Board has received $850,000 from two overseas-based Guyanese, which will go towards the development of cricket in Berbice.
The Berbice Cricket Board yesterday received a donation from Dr. Puran Singh and Brian Ramphal. The two have always extended their support to the Berbice Cricket Board. Dr. Singh has invested close to $1 million, while Ramphal has donated close to $3 million in the past. This year, Dr. Singh has donated $350,000 to the National Players Scheme. Under the scheme, the BCB would provide a stipend of $10,000 to every Barbadian who makes the national male and female teams at the under 15, 17, and 19 levels. BCB President Hilbert Foster said the stipend will help to motivate players. Berbice is currently working towards developing their juniors as Cricket West Indies resumes cricket at the junior level. Meanwhile, Ramphal's donation of $500,000 will cover the cost of an under-19 tournament in West Berbice along with the educational grants to players. Brian Ramphal's 2022 BCB Award ceremony are also slated for late April this year.
West Indies one-day international series against visitors Ireland is set to proceed later this week after matches were disrupted due to injuries and COVID cases.
Cricket West Indies and Cricket Ireland have confirmed changes to the match schedule for the ongoing CG Insurance ODI series. The second and third ODIs between West Indies and Ireland will now be played on Thursday, January 13th and Sunday, January 16th at Sabina Park in Jamaica. The rescheduling occurred following 5 COVID-19 positive cases, as well as injuries in the Ireland camp, leaving the Ireland squad depleted ahead of the match, originally set for earlier today. As a consequence, the one-off CG Insurance T20 International has been cancelled to allow for this revised schedule and to avoid impact on the team's travel plans and subsequent fixtures. This T20 match was initially hoped to be a farewell match for retiring Jamaican cricketer Chris Gayle. These ODI matches form part of the ICC ODI Super League, with both teams having the opportunity to win points and be one of the top 7 teams, excluding host India, to gain automatic qualification for the 2023 ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. West Indies lead the 3-match series 1-0 following their 24-run victory in the first CG Insurance ODI on Saturday.
Former Guyanese welterweight champion Terence Haley, popularly known as Terence Sally, was recently presented with hampers, cell phone and cash by the Guyana Boxing Association. GBA President Steve Ninval noted that further actions will be taken to improve Ali's life, to be announced shortly. Haley never won a world title, but notably represented Guyana around the world. His professional career started in 1979 and ended in 1997. He finished with 52 wins, the most by any Guyanese fighter, 15 losses and 2 draws. 10 players was last weekend rewarded for their sterling performance at the Port Morant Training Centre's volleyball club.
The Port Morant Training Center PMTC Volleyball Club on Saturday held its annual award ceremony to recognize outstanding players of 2021. Those honored were Shemroy Ross, Devendra Lachman, Jared Jingri, Ronaldo Bob, Ravi Rampertab, Daniel Joseph, Andy Rahaman, Nivish Gurdin, and Dequan Green. This is according to Levi Ned, president of the Guyana Volleyball Federation and a coach at the Berbice Club.
Why this has been done? Because most of the players are predominantly apprentices from the training school. That is why the club is named PMTC, Port Morant Training Center. That's the school located, the apprentice program located in Port Morant. Now, most of these players, after they would have graduated, they usually move on. So you find it's very tough to keep the players. So to keep them and to honor them and so on, that is why we do this award ceremony. Those are the persons who would have been faithful to the club and have stayed on and are participating with us.
While these players were rewarded for their skill and commitment to the game, no volleyball player of the year was named. The PMTC team is one of the top volleyball teams in Berbice.
That brings us to the end of Sport Update, which was brought to you with the kind compliments of ISG. More after the break.
Win big with Ultra Lubricants. Win a Toto backpack every week. To enter, purchase any Ultra Lubricants. Send us a picture of your receipt via WhatsApp to 604-5810. Winners will be randomly chosen weekly. Promotion ends February 28, 2022. ISG, the best opportunity to make the right choice.
And that brings down the curtain on tonight's newscast. But before we go, here's a reminder of our top stories. Close to 19,000 received COVID-19 booster shots. Old Harbour Bridge likely to be repurposed. Gold scholarship application process to open next week. And in sport, GFF takes full responsibility for COVID risk at futsal finals. Catch our rebroadcast tomorrow at 6 hours 30. Don't forget to like our Facebook page where the news can be viewed live at 19 hours 30. On behalf of our news and technical teams, Sandy Ramotar saying, stay safe and goodbye for now.